Hey, how's it going? Sorry I was a little late there. Had to fix the car today, so I was doing a lot of runarounds today. But, um, whew. welcome. All right, let's see who. Hey, Dash, what's up, man? Cheers. All right, man. Let me get my brands up here and all that garbage. You know my name. I don't need to bring that up. We'll bring that up though. How about it? So we're going over the DIPA, the double IPA. It's a West Coast style, is what I wanted to focus on, not a New England or a hazy or where we're going with that. Right now I'm drinking on a Kolsch, Honey Kolsch by Rogue. Just kind of sipping that down before I do my reviews. But welcome. Thank you for being here, Thrash, and anyone else that pops in. I got pretty slammed last night. Woo! Ha! Okay, so little history real quick. Nothing big, nothing fancy. So a recent American innovation reflected, I got this from BJCP, BJCP.org if you want to find the information. The info is, I actually did not update. Oh yeah, I did. The links are in my description. A recent American innovation reflecting the trend of American craft beers. That's right. It is beer time. Pushing the envelope, in quote. That's what these are all about, to satisfy the need of hop aficionados for increasingly intense products. The adjective imperial is arbitrary and simply implies a stronger version of an IPA. Double, extra, extreme, or any other variety of adjectives would be equally valid. Let's get rid of that. All right, yeah. So I've done IPAs before. I've done a milkshake. I think I did an East Coast, or not an East Coast. I did basically a hazy, let's call it New England. I'm trying to think of what it's called. Done that, but I haven't done a West Coast, and I wanted to go into the devil realm because I really like doubles. They range anywhere from 7.5 to 10% in ABV. And IBUs can be 60 to 120, so your hops are, you can go like crazy. When I built this recipe before the show, my hop, man, I mean, the BUGU is 1.13. So, I mean, you have so much room to work with shitloads of hops. So, and one thing they said when I was reading, it was saying that you definitely want to use hops that are relative in flavor. Hey, Blake, cheers, man. 7.5 to 10%, Blake. 7.5. Good to see you, man. You want to obviously when you're making any beer, of course you want to use hops that have the similar flavors. Otherwise, I guess you can contrast a little bit too, like you do your cheese and beer pairings. Sometimes that tastes good. So, but you can really push it on your IBUs. So it was real fun to build this recipe. So that the SRM 8 to 15, fairly decently lighter. 1070 to 1090 original. Final gravity 1010 to 1020. Like I said, 1.13 on the BUGU, bitterness unit, gravity unit, ratio, balance, in other words. Food pairings. These pair well with spicy dishes. Think Indian, Mexican, Cajun cooking. Roasted and grilled meats, fatty fish like salmon go really well. Nice smoked salmon with this, yummy. Burgers go freaking fantastic. Pizza goes fantastic. It's the saltiness, I love it. Burger, roast beef sandwich loaded with toppings. Hell yeah. So aromas, you're gonna get you kind of want, I mean, like with any beer, you do want your balance. Your malt, your grain bill is gonna really work well with the high IBU that you're putting into this. So in other words, it's getting balanced. You're balancing your beer, but at a very high rate. a prominent to intense hop aroma that can be derived from American, English, and or noble varieties. Although a citrusy hop character is almost always present. In this one, I'm using Centennial and actually Zithos. Yeah, I thought I would use those two. And then I got Cascade. So most versions are dry hopped and can have an additional resinous or grassy aroma. Although this is not absolutely required, some clean malty sweetness may be found in the background in the backyard. Fruitiness, either from esters or hops, may also be detected in some versions, although a neutral fermentation character is typical. Some alcohol can usually be noted, but it should not have a hot character. You don't want that like a liquor hot, you know. I've had some triple IPAs that were very liquor hot, like wow. So appearance, color ranges from golden amber to medium reddish copper. As some versions can have an orangish tint. A lot of the Northwest ones or the West Coast ones, or a lot of them have that more of that orange copper look to them. Should be clear, although unfiltered. Dry hop versions may be a bit hazy, just from the hops sitting in there, getting it all hazed up. Good headstand with off-white color should persist. And a lot with the flavors is the same thing. Hop flavors, strong, complex, can reflect the use of American, English, and or noble hops. High to absurdly high hop bitterness. Although like I said, the malt backbone will generally support the strong hop character and provide the best balance. Malt flavors should be low to medium and is generally clean and malty, although some caramel or toasty flavors are acceptable at low levels, which I've got. I'm using caramel, crystal caramel, same thing. Crystal 20, Crystal 40 as a mix, as a blend. I didn't want to go too dark. I didn't want to get it too northwesty, more robusty in the malts. I didn't want to get to that level, but I am using Maris Otter to give it more of a toastiness. And I think Bumpy said that last night when I was slammed. Holy crap. I can't even believe I did a review after that. I put my headphones on. I'm part of that video. I don't know what happened, but anyway, that was a great beer. Anyway, back to this. Long lingering bitterness is usually present in the aftertaste, but should not be harsh. Medium dry to dry finish. A clean, smooth alcohol flavor usually present. Oak is inappropriate for this style, so don't add wood chips if you want to put this in BJCPs in some kind of contest. Maybe slightly sulfury, but most examples do not exhibit this character. A mouthfeel smooth, medium light to medium body. No harsh hop-derived astringency. And that's another thing that makes a lot of sense, actually. I need a sip. When you add more, especially if you're adding, and another thing Bumpy was saying, the vegetal matter, the vegetal taste comes out when you put too many flower hops in. I use pellets on this. I like the compression. I like how they seem to have, I don't know, they just work. I like flowers too, though, but if you're going to use flowers, you're going to get that vegetal. So what I tried to do here was to keep it at a minimal 3 hop, just I'm going 60, 30, and 10. And then I'm going to do a whirlpool, and then I'm going to add two things of dry hops. So what I did is I added a pretty high 10% alpha, 10.5% alpha, in the Centennial is around that, and then the Zithos, which I remember that having kind of an orange flavor, but I added that at the 10. So you want it the aromatic side of this at the end of the boil. You're adding pretty much as you're adding on the bittering. So and then in between, you can kind of just add what you need to for your flavoring, which is Cascade on this, lower alpha, but I added more to give me some flavor. Very fun beer to put together. Very fun. Hey, Craig, cheers, man. Welcome. Always welcome, man. Cheers. So, boy, this... All right. Where are we at? So an intensely overall impression that they say in BJCP is it's an intensely hoppy, very strong pale ale. without the big maltiness and or deep malt flavors of an American barley wine. I've had some barley ones that actually taste like IPAs, which is really crazy, like a stronger double or triple IPA. Strongly hop but clean, lacking harshness, and a tribute to historical IPAs. One thing I've found that's difficult to pinpoint is the American IPA, going away from the doubles, going into an American IPA and a West Coast IPA, and even adding that Northwest in there. But West Coast, they are really kind of somewhat similar. So it's really hard. You almost have to go to do taste tests yourself, figure it out, read your notes on each one, figure out which one's what, or you can go the easy way and just go online and figure out what the fuck that is. But I think I found some Double West Coast IPAs. I hope that they are. But the drinkability is very important in these, though, in this characteristic. It should not be a heavy sipping beer. It should be lighter. It should have a nice feel to it. It should also not have much residual sweetness, or with more of a drier finish. Heavy. I'm adding actually some sugar, some dextrin, stuff like that. Actually, it's beet sugar to that to add it up. I think I'm adding like a pound to it, to 8-gallon batch. So I was going to use light dry malt extract, and I may still, but for this, we're just going to use that. Comments: bigger than either an English or American IPA in both alcohol strength and overall hop level, bittering and finish. Less malty, lower body, less rich, and a greater overall hop intensity than American barley wine. Like I said, typically not as high in gravity alcohol as a barley wine, since high alcohol and malt tend to limit drinkability. And it's a showcase for hops, basically. So you can showcase. I mean, I probably should have gone into more of the modern hops. Simcoe would have been one I wanted to use, but I don't like a lot of the pine. But West Coast do have the pine flavor, so I was trying to go more citrus. Of course, I wanted more of the citrus bite. I should have probably added Simcoe. I don't know, but we'll see how this works. Ingredients: pale ale malt, well modified and suitable for a single temperature infusion mashing. You can use a complex variety of hops, English, American Noble. American yeast is good. SO5 is a really good one for the dries. Of course, you want to get that started ahead of time and get it activated. Generally, and you do want to use a very nice heavy dose of yeast in a starter is preferred. So I would start that 24 hours in advance, or however you got to do it. Put it on a stir plate, get that going, and get it really active. And you want to add, I'm adding probably, I think I said 2 on mine, but I might even add like 3. Hell, you could even add more than that if you wanted. On a starter, though, probably 2 is fine for this bigger beer. Of course, you want to have a yeast that's going to be able to eat the sugars in that, be able to handle it. So a California ale yeast or California 5, based on the body texture you want for that beer. Water character varies from soft to moderately sulfate, so you can add hardener to that if you have to. Fuck, man, I can't think of the name of it. I asked this last time, and it's not coming to my mind. Gypsum. Sorry, gypsum. If you have soft water, you want to kind of keep that maybe on the harder side. Commercial examples: Russian River Pliny the Elder, Three Floyds Dreadnought, Avery's Majaraya, what the fuck? Bell's Hop Slam Stone, Reunation IPA, Great Divide Hercules Double IPA, Surly Furious, Rogues I2PA, Moylan's Hopsicle Imperial IPA, Stouts Double IPA, Dogfish Head 90 Minute IPA, and Victory's Hop Wallop. All right, get that out of here. So let's do a beer. Let's review a beer. Enough reading. I have all my notes that I did to. I do want to go over mashing. So to get the most fermentable wort possible. Hey, Sun City, man. Cheers, dude. Always good to see you. Thanks for popping in, man. I appreciate it. Oh, yeah, dude. So to get the most, a note to this is to get the most fermentable wort possible, since it is a stronger, heavier beer, you want your mash to be low and slow. At least 90 to 120 minute mash in at 148 to 152 degrees. Gives it plenty of time to get all the, it will create more fermentables and keep the beer's body light. I added some beet sugar to it to kind of up the percentage, as well as adding some dryness to the finish and everything else. I love West Coast too. I love West Coast IPAs. I really do. Good stuff. Let me show you guys a little. I forgot to go through all this. You can kind of see where miso salmon's another one. Carrot cake, coconut flan. Of course, you want to serve your glass. I didn't get the serve temp, but I would drink this at about 45, probably. Maybe even 50, since it's a heavier beer. But you can go 40, 45. IPA glass, the Spiegel glasses are great. You can also use what I have here, basically a Tico glass or similar. So, but yeah, that's that, Double West Coast. And we're going to look at this real quick. DIPA recipe. So grain bill, 19 pounds of pale malt, Maris Otter, a pound of Crystal 40, a pound of Crystal 20, a pound of Carapils dextrin, for head retention, head, body, this, that. A pound of cane or beet sugar, 20-minute boil. Yeast I'm going to use as a West Coast IPA by Y Yeast, 2 packages in a starter. Findings, of course, a teaspoon of Irish moss, 10, probably 15 minutes actually. Hop schedule, 3 ounces of Centennial, 60 minutes at 10% alpha. 2 ounces, so I upped it. I went bigger and added less within. To kind of focus on more of the flavor and aromas in the back. In the end, 3 ounces Centennial 60, 2 ounces Cascade 30, 5.5. So it's a lower, but I added more to it. 30 minutes. 3 ounces of Zithos at 5 minutes. I thought it was 10. 10.9% alpha. 1.75 Zithos, ounces of Zithos at 25 minutes in a whirlpool at 170. 1.5 ounces of Cascade dry hop for 7 days is what they recommend. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some more about 2 days later. For 5 days, they'll sit with the 7-day dry hop edition. So, yeah, that's that. I don't have my pour cam because I took my camera off on accident. Didn't have time to set it up. So we'll have this beer later. Let's go ahead and get this out. So I have another one. Got meat in there. I forgot to put my ice packs and things, so I'm using some frozen meat as my ice pack. Oh, this is actually about 40, 45, probably. Let me go back to you guys. Let me see how you guys are doing. I just really appreciate it. 4 or 5 people. I love it. I love beer so much, and I love talking about it. And I can't wait to have my brewery, and it's really frustrating me right now. So I don't want to talk about that. But I can't wait to brew again. But in the meantime, I'm just putting together these recipes, studying all these styles, studying how they're put together, really getting into it, doing my curriculum on that, studying all that. So it really has helped a lot. And doing these beer reviews really helps to understand the styles more. The beer and cheese with Malty Monday with Alex on his to mix it with different foods. I mean, even with Ron Theriot's and his Wildcard Wednesday to be able to show off some more stuff. I've got a crazy one that everyone's had before that we're going to show off on his, and then Beer Chugs, learning about what the ABV. I mean, it's just awesome. Go there at 6:00 tonight, 9:00 Eastern. Yeah, and then 4:20. I think he moved it to 4. Ronald Theriot moved his Wildcard Wednesday to 4, but that's to meet in the back, I think, or something. But it starts at like 4:20, 4:30. But yeah, so I like to be part of this shit. It's fun. It's fun. Hey, Scratch, what's up, Bo? How you doing, dude? Always good to see you, man. Cheers. Thank you. So beer is good. And beer is good. Beer is good. And that's a great freaking loud hard rock song. Have you ever heard that? It's really good. All right, so I love beer too. A lot of fun examining different styles. Yes, I love a good buzz. Of course, I love buzzes. I love pot too. Pot's my other thing. But beer is more than that. Yeah. Definitely, dude. There's so much to learn. So much to learn. It's not even funny. So much to learn. Okay, so let's go. Let's go with this. This one's from Fremont Brewing. They're out of Seattle, Washington, close to me. 8%, right at the minimal dock there for the ABVs. I said 7.5 to 10, so we're at the lower end. Part of the Independent Craft Brewers Association. It's got a little disco wolf on there, kind of cool. Labels screen printed into the can or however they did it. 23 KC, how's it going, buddy? All right, man. Cheers, brother. All right. Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate your guys' support. I know sometimes this can get a little boring, maybe. I don't know, but I try. So, yeah, out of Seattle, this can is canned 8/4/20, so it's about a month old, a little over a month old. Let's go ahead and open it. I've been looking at this for a while. I got it over at Bridge and Tunnel Bottle Shop in Astoria, Oregon. Thank you, guys. And also, I've got Restream on my Twitter and Facebook with this show as well. Let's stop there. This is a very heady beer. All right, so we've got to start with a 3-finger head, and I did not pour that aggressively whatsoever, so it is very heady. Let's go for the nose, if I can keep my nose out of it. This one's very citrusy. Mango, orange, a little grapefruit, pineapple. Your typicals. And a little breadiness coming out. A little pinch of it coming through the aromatics really pops through this. Really shines through the real thick head. A very white, thick, dense head. It's a lemon-colored beer. Yeah, let's say a deep gold, rich gold. It's got a medium rising bubble with some fast shoots of bubbles going up. It's a hazy beer. It's not hazy. It's more of a it's just real dull looking, Wife's home. My dogs might bark. Hey, Smokey, what's up, dude? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you, man. Yeah, so, it's somewhat hazy, but that's okay. They said it's okay, especially when they're dry hopping, which just does actually have a dry hopped aromatic smell to it. I get an itch. Don't have my scratcher. So, yeah, let's drink this. Cheers. Oh, boy. Perfect mouthfeel. It's very creamy. It's very creamy and smooth. Immediately, no hardcore bubbles. It's very low carbonation. Not too sweet, which is what it said, but it has that dry fix in the back, kind of like dries off. It's a medium finish. Body is medium, even pushing, that's kind of a medium body, pushing full. A little thicker. Lathering of the mouth, real nice. Not real dense, though, not dank. Just real sweet. Not sweet, real citrusy. More of the tropical citrus. Somewhat wet, but does have a bit dryness in the back, though, which really feels good. If it went down if it went down without a dryness, it would be, it wouldn't be off-putting. It just would be a little sweet. So it's perfect to have that dryness in the back. Hey, Bumpy, man. Cheers, dude. Good to have you here, man. Hell yeah. You guys rock, man. Thank you. So, I went over all the notes, but we'll go over the recipe, Bumpy, in a little bit. Just going over this right now. It's a double West Coast. It's a Disco Wolf. And I posted the first one I put up. I put that link in there. You probably saw it, but if you want to see that review of your first beer that I did, the ones you sent me, thank you again. Very fucking good beer, dude. Oh, very fucking good beer, dude. Bready, pineapple. It's so good, so good. The lacing looks great. It's already going good. Not too many leggage going on. More of I guess it's kind of legging down. Get a little lacing there. Yeah, that looks like a garter belt or like a thing that the wife puts on her leg that you take off during the. You know what I don't know where I'm going with this. Anyway, let's go forward. Hey, Rob, what's up, dude? You came in right when I didn't know what I was doing. Same. All right. I'm not quite a mess yet. Very good beer out of 5 hops. I mean, it seems like it was built up to par, man, up to what it is. I mean, it's a double West Coast, and it's very good. I'd give this a 4.75, man. Like it's really delicious. Fremont's got some really good beers, man. If you guys can get Fremont, very delicious beers. They've got another one. I forgot the name of it. It was just it's got hops hanging down on the can. It's really good, though. Yeah, right as I got tongue-tied, you come in. All right. So I'm going to, while I keep this, I'm going to pop up my BeerSmith. Link to BeerSmith is in my description. I do like to show that off because it's a great program for making recipes. There are other programs out there, and I don't know the names of them off the top of my head, but this one seems to really serve me well, personally. Okay, so let's go ahead and share screen. I need to get to the large one there. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead. Look at all these freaking, I said it last time, but damn, dude. Just a lot of recipes here. Like over 20 recipes, I think. So this might be a little boring to watch me do this, but we're going to have a good time watching me do this, right? Okay, so I got my wife walked in. I was thinking, anyway, slapped me over the head. I had too much to drink last night. Let's go ahead. That's beer time. Double West Coast. Beer Mountain, of course. Just so you know. Oh, I'll say that after. I'll say it after. So we're gonna do an 8-gallon batch. Freaking burps. I'm gonna switch this to 8 because it is an Imperial. And I'm gonna just do a 60-minute. We've got some pretty good modified grains here that we're using, so we should be fine. Switch this down here to just follow my cursor, if you will, if you can, if you may. That's my favorite little saying, isn't it? So we're going to double IPA. Get everything figured out here. Oh, not that one. I don't really have to do this yet until I actually do the beer. So you can see 7.5 to 10%. So it does kind of collide with an actual IPA. In all essence, really, 7.5 is at the lower end of it. But I guess you could call any beer that you see that doesn't say double IPA it as a 7.5. You really could call it that if you wanted. But so we're gonna go with. Let me show this. There we go. 19 pounds of pale malt Maris Otter. 19 pounds Maris Otter. Big beer, guys. Pound of Crystal 40, pound of Crystal 20. There's different flavors and colors that come out of these crystals. And whoops, went too far. Sorry. I was going to do 60. I guess you could even do a small amount of 80 if you wanted to, but you're really going to go dark on the SRM. Pound of that. You don't want to go overkill on this. Up to 5%, I'd say. You don't really want to. Actually, up to 10. So I mixed it 4.8, 4.8, 90% of the pale. 85 to 90% of the base malt's what you want to use anyway, so this is actually perfect. Carapils, I'm actually going to use dextrin. Where's that at? Dextrin. Where's that at, dude? Wait, what? Hold on a second. Cane sugar, that's what it's called. Where are you? Well, we got to add this anyway, so we might as well add that too while I'm here. 1 pound of that. And 1 pound of cane beet sugar, wherever the hell that is. There you go. There we go. Pound of that, yeah. At 20 minutes. Late extract boil time, 20 minutes. Yeah. All right. So, okay. So we're going to go 3 ounces Centennial 60. $60. We're going to go 2 ounces of Cascade 30. We're going to go 3 ounces of Zithos at 5. That's easy because it's at the bottom. Z. 3 ounces of that at 5 minutes. And then 1.75 ounces of Zithos at 25-minute whirlpool, 170 degrees, 175 Zithos. Trying to keep the hops within the flavor here. Seemed like it worked pretty well. So 1.75 at whirlpool, 25 minutes, 170, and 1.5 Cascade dry hop, 7 days. Dry hop, 7 days. And 1.5 ounces of Zithos dry hop, 5 days. So I'll go 7, then 2 days later I'll add this and wait 2 more days, and then we'll go ahead and put it into our 5-gallon tanks to serve. So you do your primary for about 7 days. These are going to be crazy beer. It's going to go nuts. So I'm going to use a blow-off tube for that. And I'm just going to leave it with a blow-off tube. I don't even want to put a airlock on there. I think it'll blow up, hit the ceiling. Yeast, 2 packages of Y Yeast West Coast. Let's get the findings in there. Let's get Irish moss. Just going to add 1 teaspoon. And yeast, we're going to add, what was the number again? Y Yeast 1217. And that's the West Coast. So let's just go to W. Sorry if this is extremely boring, as I said. So I'm gonna do a 24-hour ahead of time kind of starter with 2 packs. I was thinking clean yeast is SO5 as well. So if I did go dry, that would definitely be something I would use. Of course, with the starter. So I think that's it for that. I think we're good. So we'll go ahead and call it. That looks good. Let's save this. Let's move this up. Let's go over it real quick. Come on, work with me. Damn thing. So 19 pounds pale malt maris otter, pound of Carapils dextrin, pound of caramel 20, pound of crystal 40, 3 ounces of Centennial 60, 2 ounces of Cascade at 30 minutes in the boil, a pound of cane beet sugar boiled in at 20 minutes for dryness and that. 1 teaspoon of Irish moss at, I would want to do 15 minutes, but we'll just stick with 10 minutes. 3 ounces of Zithos at 5 minutes boil. 1.75 ounces of Zythos, a steep whirlpool, 25 minutes, 170, right before we cool it down, which will cool it down to 68, or yeah, I think it's 68, and then we'll slowly bring it up to about 70, I think is what I'll do, over like a 3 to 5 day period or something like that. But you want to keep it at around 70 degrees for the yeast to kind of stay active and do their thing. Two packs of West Coast IPA, Y yeast 1217, 1.5 ounces of Cascade dry hop 7 days, 1.5 ounces of Zythos, the dry hop 5 days. All right, so and it'll bring me up to a 8.7% beer, 9.5 SRMs, 89.8 IBUs, and that also, I forgot to show that. Let's bring that back up. And you can see we have a 1.125, and I think I said, what did I say it was? 1.13. So that's actually that's like right there, man, on like right there, just about there on balance. So should work out. I hope so. Let me bring me back. Hey, what's up? Let me get me. Okay. Beer Hounds, what's up, man? I'll go back to you guys. Sorry about that. Good to have you here, man. Let me get out of here. Yeah, you can use regular. I was just going to use table sugar. I just saw canned beet sugar on there, so that's what I picked. Much cheaper, I'm sure. Yeah, right on. Cool. Thank you, brother. Cheers from Orange County, California, my hometown area. Very good to see you, man. Yeah, so that's that. I'm gonna swig this down. My other beer's getting warm as frickin' fuck. Not a beer you want to take down like that, but you can see that is definitely not spicy on the very hidden on the alcohol. Very smooth, very dangerous to get into this beer. So, we're gonna do another beer. Actually, let me sit here with you guys for a little bit. We're at 38 minutes. Perfect. I want to keep this at an hour, and then I guess what I'll do real quick is shout me. We'll do not me out. Shout out things. We can do that at the end though. I'll do one more beer. All right. So I'm just using this glass. I didn't have time to get all proper glassware. You can see my proper ice pack meat. Hell, we might even smoke that tomorrow. We'll see. So, another beer, and then we'll shout out channels and as far as like things going on for the week. Let's say, not channels per se, but things, channels and things going on in the week. So this is a double IPA. This is a Double West Coast IPA. It's a Boneyard Beer Company out of Portland. Or are they out of Portland? Where are they out of? They're out of Portland. I really love their logos, though. Where are they out of, man? Doesn't say. Does not tell me. Oh, Bend, Oregon. So, and they're having a lot of fires out there right now. It's been fire crazy lately around our area. Holy crap. Turn my phone off. I thought it was on quiet. So Bend, Oregon is getting drilled bad. I'm sure they're out in the middle of nowhere, but I'm sure they're having some fires as well. This is a 9% alcohol by volume. I don't have any IBUs, but you can see very cool logo. I love them. They're great. This is called Hot Venom. These two beers are going to kickstart me, let me tell you. Wow. Need to eat something. We have I got this over at my local store where I get singles. There's no date. I don't see a date, but let's open it. You know, one thing I wanted to point something out. If you can fit your can or your glass, your bottle, inside your glass and come up with it, that pours a real nice beer. Look at this. No, seriously, I've been doing that lately, and it's real nice. It works real well with the long necks on the bottles, so you can stick them in any glass and just kind of slowly come up with your tilt, and it like gives you a nice. Oh, it's nice. Okay, so we got almost a 2-finger head, already starting to lace. Very nice, lovely golden, almost pushing even kind of a not copper, and not copper, just a deep golden color. Going into the amber realm, let's say. So we got let's go for the nose. Cheers, guys. Yeah, this has mango pineapple is a big one. Danky. It's very dank. This is a very hop dank forward one. Very, very lupulin forward pollen, light hop pollen kind of feel to it, as if you were to open those pollen, those cones, and really put them in your nose. It really has that smell. Very floral, very earthy, very, very, very hoppy, very hoppy. Mountain Rain, cheers, man. All right. Thank you so much for being here. Cheers. All right, so yeah, and it has a kind of a sweet, dry kind of feel in the nose. It's not too sweet smelling. Very nice. Let's go for the look. Got a medium fast rising bubble, somewhat medium more. Lacing's looking good. It's already starting to kind of a little bit of leggage going down there. Not too much. Clear beer, somewhat dull, but more on the clear side. Looks pretty filtered. Doesn't look like maybe they didn't dry hop this, or I'm not sure. So let's go for the taste. Lacing looks good. Oh, yeah. Have you ever had Racer 5? Racer 5 by Bear Republic, something like that. It's along the same lines as that. I really like Racer 5. That's like a 7.5%. This beer is really starting to kill the lid. It's really looking good on the lacing, though. It has that very punctual with the hops. Very, very hoppy. Just straight up hop bomb. But then it has the kind of like the mango. It has the pineapple. It has a grapefruit edge to it. Not so much grapefruit, though. More of like an orange. I get orange out of this. Cheers, bro. A nice mouthfeel. Very clean, relaxing, soft. Very fills the mouth. Not resinous at all. Dry in the back is perfect dryness. The finish is a perfect finish. It takes all that. It gives you kind of and then it kind of dries it off. It has like a somewhat of a sweet feel in the back, and then kind of like puckers up and gives you this dry kind of in the back. But it's really nice. It lets everything kind of go through your mouth the way it should. Very tasty, very flavorful beer. Thirst quenching, lighter feel to it, but with a heavier feel to it. Very nice. Out of 5 hops, I'm going to give this another 4.75. We're going to stick at 4.75. Both these beers have been very, very delicious. 4.75, for those that don't know, is a very good score. Out of 5 hops, that's a very, very good score. I'm not going to go to 5. It's something I learned in the past month or two from all my awesome beer reviewer friends, is that you don't want to go unless the beer is like, wow, dude, but I like to keep it around there. 4.75. If it's a fucking superb beer, it's going to stay in that range. So, Hardins, what's up, man? All right, I haven't seen you forever, man. Good to have you here, dude. All right. You did have Racer 5. That's why I mentioned that. 4 months old, it was still a nice brew. Yeah. And a very hoppy beer. So they hop that fucker up, dude. And, over time, even 4 months, that shit's going to still kind of bring it down to where it needs to be. It's just readings, in my opinion, things like that. If you're going to age something, if you know your beer is going to be on the shelf for a little while, you want to up it a bit. You want to go off of the balance a bit. Kind of go on the upside instead of the low side. And then that way, 4 months later, you can have a nice hoppy beer as to where it needed to be. So, yeah, that's something I learned. But cool. So, good beer. I'm going to shout out where I'm going today. And then throughout the week, I'll kind of let everyone know where I'm going. Very good to see you too, man. Very good to see you. So just, to start, we'll start with Monday. Multi Mondays on Bumpy Road Brewery's channel. Please check him out. He's here right now. Very, very good to have you here. I love going to his show. Anyone that can bring a beer that has the style that is picked. He has this little poll that he does. Actually put it up, and then help him out and get that thrown out there for him. Get it up on my community as well. But I don't. He's going to announce that tonight, or today, a little later. I don't know exactly where we're at. I haven't checked it. But go there at 5 o'clock, 8 o'clock Eastern on Monday. And Tuesday is beer and cheese Tuesday. Same time, 5, 8 Eastern. And if you want to come up, bring a beer, bring a cheese of choice, and pair it up with us. Anyone can join. You bring that up. You display your beer, your cheese, whatever you want. You talk about it. I don't care what you know. If you want to come up, more than happy to come up. Show up we like to show up about a half hour early so we can drink a few beers and have fun. Same with a lot of these, as well as Bumpies as well, multi-Monday. And then Wednesday, of course, is this. This time, the same time, 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock Eastern is beer and review time. So, review, recipe and review time. And you know how that is. You're here now. So, but we'll review. We'll go over a recipe. I'll figure out the next week's one. I really want to do a rye IPA or a black IPA. I haven't done yet. I can't find them. But if I can find the beer, I'll put a review together. I'll put a recipe together, and we'll talk about it. We'll discuss it, and we'll go over it, and we'll see how we'll see how it is to put a recipe together for that beer. And after that, 420. 4:30 is Ronald Theriot's channel at Wildcard Wednesdays. Sometimes he has a theme. Sometimes it's Wildcard. I think tonight it's Wildcard, so I have something to bring. I'll be there if you want to follow me there. Bumpy might be there as well. And then, of course, Beer Chugs is later tonight at 6 p.m. Eastern, Pacific, 9 o'clock Eastern. And it's what the ABV. We'll guess the ABV. We'll see who wins. Nobody gets prizes, but it's all for the better. It's just a game. It's fun stuff. So, and then I go to Fridays. I go to Food Friday on at Alex the Beer Master. Food Fridays at the same time, 8 o'clock Eastern. And I think this is. Oh yeah, I do know it's sliders, White Castle sliders or any kind of slider you can find, and a beer. Bring a beer of choice, mix it up, talk about it, have fun. Of course, there's always after parties and pre-parties. So, oh, yeah, damn technology makes you have to do so many things just to do something. Yeah. Yeah, so we're cutting this. We're at 49. That's perfect, man. So I'll see you at Theriot's channel. We also have Sun City. He likes to scratch tickets. The ticket scratchers community. Check him out as well as Hardin James. And we got the scratcher community coming in today. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. Mountain Rain, love you. Hell yeah. Awesome stuff. Awesome. Very good to have you guys. I can't forget Beer Hounds, a great reviewer out of my neck of the woods from Southern California. Just very, very cool reviewer. He's a good dude. So good to have you here in Bumpy Road Brewery. Always a pleasure having you here. Rod J. Beer Ventures, always a pleasure having you here. Always. Smoky Ninja, again, a pleasure. 23KC, you're awesome as hell. A pleasure. You guys are all a pleasure to have here. Bo, I can't forget you. Thrash Metal, I can't forget you as well. Then Craig Swenson, thank you so much. Just kind of going through Blake TV, Cheers, man. Cheers, man. You guys all rock. Thank you so much. Hell yeah. So I'm out of here. I'll see you on Wildcard Wednesday at 4:20 p.m. 8 or 5, 6, 7:20 Eastern. All right. Cheers. I'm going to go ahead and bounce out of here. Give you my last little look-see at my thing here. Boom, bang, boom. Okay.